Locked. Hey Pujari ji, Haribol. Door banda. Banda. Darshan. Budev, ha? Kotai. Okay. So, in 1979, this was my first darshan with Srila Sridhar Maharaj. I'll tell more after we go inside. But Srila Sridhar Maharaj, I came up the stairs just like we did now. It was like about, I don't know, like 7 o'clock in the evening. We came from Mayapur. And it was my first time to personally meet Srila Sridhar Maharaj. My godbrother, Subhag Brahmachari at that time, now he's sannyasi. He had been many times to see Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And he informed me that Srila Sridhar Maharaj has this temple, this mutt. So I wanted to personally meet Srila Sridhar Maharaj. So I told him, bring me there. So we came the next day, and it was dark in the evening time. And also it was summer. It was very hot at that time. I don't know what month. It could have been any, like, I don't know. It could have been April or one of those months, May. That this is the summertime here. So it was very hot weather. But in those days, and even now, sometimes the electricity goes off. But in those days, most of the time it would stay off for hours. So when we came through the front gate, then Subhag informed to one of the disciples that we had come to see Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And so yes, so then yes, he said, Guru Maharaj is upstairs, he's lying down. So we came up these narrow stairway that we just climbed. And I actually don't remember whether it was there or here. But probably it was here. Some kind of skvoznak. So this right here was a bed, one of the wooden beds. So all of you stand over here. Stand over here. Maybe it's less here, I don't know. All right, so so there was a bed here. And we came up the stairs, and immediately we saw Srila Sridhar Maharaj, even though the electricity was off. But there was some moonlight, and there was also a lantern, kerosene lantern, next to his bed. And he was lying here on his back. At that time, Srila Sridhar Maharaj was late 80s, maybe 88, 89, like this. Srila Sridhar Maharaj. So we came, and when I came up the stairs, Srila Sridhar Maharaj was lying with his head over here, just on his back. And there was a disciple who was fanning him. The disciple was fanning him because it was hot and there was no fans, no electricity. So then we came, and immediately I paid my obeisances right here. And then I sat up right here. I sat up. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj's head was directly here on the bed. And I'm sitting down. So I'm practically right next to his lotus mouth. He's lying there, and I'm this far away, and I'm hearing. So then Subhag Prabhu, he stood in front of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and he spoke to him in Bengali, informing him that we had come from Mayapur, and that he has brought his American godbrother to see you for the first time. That's what he told at that time, to see you for the first time. So in this way, Srila Sridhar Maharaj spoke to him not more than 1 minute, maybe 1 minute. And then, as he was lying down, he began to speak the most sweet, nectarine flowing Harikatha from his lotus mouth. Very first time I heard his voice, everything. Open. You didn't even open it. So I'm, as I already told, I'm sitting right here next to him. I'm sitting here next to him. And I'm just this far away from his lotus mouth. And he simply began speaking the most beautiful, sweet Harikatha. And I don't really remember exactly what he was saying, but he was talking about the holy name of Krishna. I do remember that. And it may be that he was quoting this very famous shloka of Srila Rupa Goswami, where Srila Rupa Goswami has told that Tunde Tandavani Ratam Vitanute Tundavali Labdhaye Karna Krodha Gatayate. So Srila Rupa Goswami was describing in that shloka that I do not know how much nectar is there in the two syllables, Krishna. 2 syllables, Krishna. I do not know how much nectar. Rupa Goswami is telling. Why? Because when I hear these 2 syllables, I become so overwhelmed that I want to have millions of ears to be able to hear the nectar of the syllables, Krishna. And then he said, when I pronounce these two syllables, Krishna. Then he said, when my tongue pronounces the two syllables, Krishna, then I want to have millions of tongues. Millions of tongues. And then in that shloka, then Rupa Goswami says, and then when the holy name of Krishna enters into the courtyard of my heart through my ears, then all my senses, they become inert. They become overwhelmed. Then Rupa Goswami says, I don't know how much nectar is in these two syllables, Krishna. Where did she go? I don't know how much nectar is in these two syllables, Krishna. Come over here.
Daddy's coming.
Anyway, Srila Sridhar Maharaj was lying there, and I was so near to him, to his head. And this vibration from his lotus mouth was entering into my heart. And that was a very powerful experience. Very powerful experience. Even though he only spoke not long, maybe it was like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and he's just lying there, completely absorbed. So then at that time, he told us that now you should go downstairs and you should take some prasadam and you should begin to return to Mayapur. But you should come again in the morning time. And then when you come in the morning time, I'll be able to sit with you for a long time and talk. So after that evening, first darshan, then as we went back to Mayapur with the rickshaw and the boat and everything, then I was feeling like, wow, what amazing experience I just had. That I've met a pure devotee who's on same level as my Guru Maharaj, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. It really deeply affected my heart. And so I told Subhag that it'll be very good if we can come again in the morning. So I think either the next day or the day after, we came. And when the Pujari arrives and opens up this lock, then we will be able to see the very place where I sat in front of him on his chair. He was sitting there on his chair. That chair is one of the highest, most exalted, transcendental reminders of Srila Sridhar Maharaj in his paraphernalia, his bed, his chair. But that chair especially, because he sat there and spoke hundreds of hours of Harikatha. Hundreds of hours he spoke. And also we'll see the backside where they used to set up a bed with pillows and mattress, and he would sit there also. And devotees would sit all around. So this is my first experience with Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And that really began my journey to his lotus feet, even though I was already so much desiring to meet him.
Open anybody.
Dandavat, Hare Krishna. Okay. Okay. Dandavat, Buddha Prabhu. Dandavat. Ancha kalpajavascha kripa sindhu deva pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Do you have a chair I can sit on?
Yes, that chair you can sit.
No plastic chair you don't have? Okay. So now everyone come and we will pay obeisances first to Srila Sridhar Maharaj's transcendental chair.